everybody, and welcome back to Blu-ray Hunter Reviews. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, the Blu-ray Hunter, and I'm going to be giving you guys another Blu-ray Hunter reviews. I haven't done this in a little while. Um, I think I talked about this on a lot of my stuff, but my October was pretty booked solid with 31 Days of Indie Horror and so much stuff with that. I got that done. So this is November. I figured let's just dive right in. So I'm gonna start knocking out a whole bunch of these things. I'm gonna get Blu-ray Hunter reviews and all these other stuff out of the way. At least the ones that I see. So all right, well let's get right to it. So first off, we're gonna be talking about 3 Days of the Condor, which I got from Kino. Um, I'm trying to think because I did both. I did it from the I think I got this from I got this from the online Barnes and Noble. Because okay, so interestingly enough, Kino is now on Barnes and Noble. Like Criterion is this month, and Kino was last month in October. And I was very surprised because I've never seen that before at my Barnes and Noble. Maybe they have had it, but I never noticed it before. And it was half off. So basically a $40 4K like this would be 20 bucks. They also had a Halloween like October sale, fall sale thing, a fall sale. And some of their movies were uh, pretty much the same amount, except maybe a little bit more because of shipping. So you'd have to buy like, I don't know how many before you get free shipping. And so I'd only buy like two, and I don't think that ever gave me enough for free shipping for whatever reason, which kind of sucked. So what I did was I got, uh, I ended up getting two from there, and then I would get two from the online store. Then I would go into Barnes and Noble, and I found out we could do that. And I started looking around, and they had a few other ones. They didn't have this one, I don't think. So it was a good thing I bought it from the sale. There's a few ones I was very happy to get from the sale because there was like only like they said like 16.99 or something like that. In that price range, and so that was less than 20. But then you add shipping, and it equals out to $8 or something, $9 maybe if you get two. So it can be it can go back up in price, but it was generally I think about $44 total, something like $45 basically, for two movies, two 4Ks, and that wasn't a bad deal. So anyway, I'm hoping they do more of those sales at Barnes and Noble. I'm hoping they do it twice a year like Criterion. Maybe they do it in June and maybe they do it in October. So that way we're constantly getting these things like Arrow does it too, and so I'd like Vinegar Syndrome to do some too, and all that stuff. We're going to be talking a lot about those in my Boutique Tuesdays. So get ready. That's tomorrow's episode is Boutique Tuesday. So get ready for that. So to go into this, so 3 Days of the Condor. I had never seen it before. I had heard of it, or at least heard of the title. I didn't know much about it. I did read the back and found out it was about a you know, basically it was almost like a John Wick without the dog being killed and stuff. So which is good. I don't like to see dogs be killed, but I get it. And that would make me send me over the edge too. Um, but so basically, um, this movie has Robert Redford plays this basically he's a reader for the CIA. So all he does in the CIA is he reads, and he reads all these different things to try to find codes and other stuff, and he stumbles across something that doesn't make any sense to him, and I guess like their group gets kind of compromised in this, and they have to be taken out because they know too much now all of a sudden that they didn't even know. I don't even think they knew they knew. So all of a sudden they get sort of taken out, but he is literally out to lunch. He went to go pick them up lunch. And he sneaks out the back way so the people that go and kill didn't see him at all. So they didn't know he was there, or they didn't think whatever. They killed everybody who was in there. And by the way, there's spoilers. Sorry, spoilers. And then he basically is on the run and he doesn't know who to trust because the CIA is in on some of it. Some of the CIA agents are in on it, some of them aren't. So he has to kind of choose who is with them or what's going on and I mean it is a lot of fun. And along the way he meets Faye Dunaway's character. Um what was her name? Did she say her name on here? Is it Kathy? And she was, he kind of abducts her, takes her back to her place. Not kind of, he literally does abduct her. He just takes her to her place, to lay low, so that because nobody knew where she was and whatnot, and she lived, and they couldn't track her down. Um, but then he kind of makes a big mistake because he has a heart. One of the guys is killed that he knows that he thought and he could trust, but the guy kind of got in the way and ended up getting killed. So he ended up trying to go to his wife's house to find out if they've been kind of like coming after her. And I think maybe he was looking for something that, maybe he knew or maybe some information that she might have known. She didn't have a clue what was going on. I don't think she knew like her husband was dead. And and then all of a sudden, of course, being there where that lady was kind of gets him exposed and there's more stuff. The guy finds out where he is and people come after him still. Meanwhile, this new girl and him are sort of having a little bit of a love affair. And it's really sweet, with them, which is kind of funny considering all the stuff that they're going through. But I really liked it. I dug the movie. The more you watch it, the more you probably understand, and there's a lot that happens in the movie. Um, and you can be focused, and I think there's still stuff you'll miss. Uh, Sidney Pollack directed this film, and this is probably up there as one of my favorite films that he's done. So I've seen a few of his movies, and this one definitely is one of them. So I really highly recommend getting this from the Kino sales or whatever, or if you can get it for if you can get it for a good price, I would definitely get it, or if you want to get it, period. I mean, it's definitely worth any kind of price in my opinion. I didn't know that when 'cause I could have watched this. I think this is on like Paramount Plus because I do believe it's a Paramount movie. Dino De Laurentiis presents. I didn't even know that. I never saw that before. Um, his code name was Condor, so that's why it's 3 Days of the Condor, which you can barely see. Hold on. You can barely see right down there. You have to look. But it's really good. It's got if you buy this particular one, it's got audio commentary by film historian Steve Mitchell and Nathaniel Thompson, audio commentary by director Sidney Pollack, and something about Sidney Pollack, a 2004 documentary. More about the Condor 2003 featurette. And then theatrical trailers. So a lot in it. I do like that Kino kind of keeps it like this, like every one of their releases looks the same in a way like this. I think there's been one or two that they switched it up for, but for most of them it's like that, even if it's a 4K. So you just gotta be careful because they look similar. You gotta see the one that says 4K. The one that says Dolby Vision will be the one that says 4K. But yeah, it's fantastic. I absolutely love Kino Lorber. There'll be another Kino Lorber one that'll come up next week. And then another one, I think. I think I'm doing three this month, and then I've got one that's not. I think it is Kino Lorber. I think it is, but I don't have that one. But I may buy it just to review that. I don't know, but we'll see. All right. Anyway, guys, this is it. This is my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I really, really had a great time. This is probably up there as to like one of my favorite movies I watched. I think it was like my second favorite movie I watched this month. And that says a lot because there were some really good ones there, but this I just was blown away by this movie. I thought this movie was a lot of fun. And and I just love Robert Redford in the movie. I just think he's so good. He's got so much charisma. He's just and he just it just makes me like it's a 70s movie and I'm not really into 70s movies. I know Paul is. Paul loves that time period, but there's like scenes in it that's just a little weird for me. Like there's a scene in the beginning of the movie like where they're doing the credits and stuff and they're rolling the credits and you're kind of seeing and then there's this really sweet song and it just feels out of place, in my opinion, for a movie like this. But I guess it was to sort of show you how a sweet day, like, this is what he thought. He thought this was every other day, and it turned out to not be every other day. I mean, we've all had that at some point in our life where something weird just fucking happens, and we're like, I don't know how I feel about that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Check the movie out if you get a chance. And let me know what you guys think. Have you seen 3 Days of the Condor? If you haven't, go watch it on Paramount Plus. I would definitely recommend it. If it's on Paramount Plus, it's either on Paramount or Peacock or something, but I think it's Paramount because I think this is a Paramount film, if I'm correct. It does not, yeah, Paramount, so it's a Paramount Plus. So give it a shot and let me know what you guys think. All right, talk to you later. Bye.